Hello there and welcome to today's episode of Understanding Politics. My name is Jadiel Kabiro, here with Professor Herman Manyora. Professor, how's your week so far?
Oh well, good. I can't complain.
Currently we are at 43.8 subscribers.
And we thank those who subscribe and ask more to subscribe. I want us to have a conversation in the interest of this country.
So many videos
So
are
let
doing
people
so well.
subscribe so that we share whatever we have something to share. Even if you want to criticize us, be part of us. Yes.
I was saying our videos are doing so well since last week. People are commenting, people are sharing.
Yes.
What do you think is important for people to know, even as they continue subscribing about this channel?
This country, I keep telling people, let us not be people who face things in the same direction. You know, it's good to support things, but we live in a country where people, if everybody is saying that judgment is wrong, everybody must say it's wrong. Let us also accommodate those with opposing views. Maybe there's something for us to learn. Me, I have grown up like that. I never go with the crowd since I was a kid. So for that reason, people should understand there are people like Manyora who always want to look beyond what everybody is saying. And this is what you find in some of my videos. I give a third opinion, a third eye.
Yeah.
But sometimes it turns out it is good somebody had raised the issue.
Oh, early in advance. So if you think there's anything you want to say with regards to Professor Herman Manyora's channel, his videos, his analytics, go ahead and comment, or even you can share some of the videos if you think they will impact other people who want to know more about politics. Right now, let's take a look at what you said about Professor's last week analysis, where he said Moses Kuria will likely deputize Raila Odinga for presidency come 2022 if he chooses to vie then. Professor, there's a guy called Lee Mwakini. He's a political analyst. You said Moses Kuria will likely deputize Raila Odinga come 2022. This is what Lee said. Lee said, I doubt if Raila can appoint Moses Kuria as his running mate. Do you think what you said, Professor, is something that people should take to the bank on it?
Yeah. I didn't say Kuria will deputize Raila. I was looking at a scenario, and I'm looking at the hustler nation around the mount, and I'm saying there is no man who commands the Mount Kenya hustler vote more than Moses Kuria. And I'm saying, you see, people like this can move with the followers to Raila. And once he moves there with Raila, the hustler nation around the mountain can see an opportunity for Akikuyu to come after Raila. Okay. If they see it as a chance, they can give it a chance. That's what I meant.
It's just, you're just saying what you think might happen.
It could happen.
Not like officially or anything.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure when it comes to fixing a deputy, it will go beyond Raila alone. It will be something that will involve Uhuru Kenyatta most likely and other players. So they will look at the most likely candidate. Muturi, for example, Peter Kenneth, for example, Kafogo, but most likely from the mountain to deputize Raila. Okay,
here's what Josephat Wafula said. Josephat said, Prof, I want to respectfully submit that you misread everything about the mood of Mount Kenya consistently and badly. First, you told us that at some point, the Gema will all face Mount Kenya and align with the wishes of Uhuru, far from the current reality. You're now failing to see that Kuria is popular in Mount Kenya courtesy of his association with Ruto, but more importantly, his and Ruto's disassociation from Raila and that Uhuru unpopularity in the Mount is majorly because of his closeness to Raila. That if you take Kuria from the hustler nation and you put him in one Kenya or ODM for that matter, together with Raila, then his game is over. Kaput, dead on arrival. Makes me wonder, is marijuana legal? Is marijuana legal? You say you're smoking marijuana, and Kuria is not that popular, as you say.
Marijuana is a whole herb to some people, so well, I don't do it. But
what do you think about him saying that if Kuria is away from Ruto, he's dead, he's finished?
These are the possibilities we are looking at. You know, if Kuria were to move to Raila, first of all, he will have made the right calculations. He won't just move because Manyora said. He will have to weigh the calculations. Do I have what it takes to leave the hustler nation with the people to Raila? The answer may be no, and they may not do it. Again, he may think yes. He tries and fails. You see what I'm saying? These are possibilities. People say your prophecies don't. I'm not a prophet. I'm looking at political possibilities and realities. When I say we could postpone elections next, I'm not saying postpone elections. No, I'm saying look at what's going on. Are you seeing sufficient evidence that we are preparing for elections. You see, what I'm doing, I'm thinking aloud. I'm brainstorming on things.
And you're sharing with people what
you see, I'm a public intellectual. So I look at things and see beyond what some people may see. And I share that with Kenyans. I'm not a prophet. I'm not saying Moses Kuria must or will. In fact, he can laugh this thing off. He called me and laughed. Manyora continued dreaming. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen to what underground legend said. So bold, Prof. You're speaking with a lot of conviction. Even now, you're speaking with a lot of conviction. Yes. What gives you the confidence to come up with some outrageous thoughts for some people?
You know, thinking beyond the obvious is not everybody's cup of tea. There are few people like me who look beyond the obvious. Look at possibilities. Break the limits and the boundaries of thinking. You get it?
Yeah.
It's not everybody who does that. Many times, even the people who have come up with things that have changed the world were well ahead of their time. Even in science. Somebody suggests something, everybody starts laughing. In the fullness of time, he's proved right. Sometimes people see beyond what other people see.
Okay.
Many times they are wrong. You see, but sometimes they are right.
Okay, here's what Baraza says. Thanks, Prof, for giving us a subject to talk about. We can't fix our mind in one direction. Anything can happen, even Ruto work with Raila. We can't say it's over until it's over and the last whistle is blown. When you made your video, you spoke about a political accident. How do these accidents occur? How do they occur and shape the political sphere?
You see, an accident is an accident. In politics, I gave examples. For example, there was a formidable candidate in the state of Illinois. He was caught up in a sex scandal the last moment. That made Obama the only remaining shining star. It is documented. It is true. That's an accident. I gave an example of Tony Blair. Smith was the guy. But he died suddenly, not accidentally. I talked about it. He died suddenly, leaving Tony Blair. You see?
Yeah.
There are things like those. Tameno, there were issues around him and he walked out of the Legico. People looked for Moi. And then there were coincidences. The governor had been in Baringo. So what I'm calling accidents are even coincidences. You see?
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is very simple. Very few people can attribute their success, whether in business, in politics, or otherwise, on their own ability. I forgot to give the example of Patience, somebody. This Niger movie, there's a lady called Madam P.
Yeah.
You know her story?
Yes.
She was escorting her cousin or something like that to when they were doing auditions and everything and shooting the shows. Then the cousin or somebody became unwell.
Yeah.
And she was there. She said, let me try. Or somebody said, can you just step in?
Just step in.
That, look at the star she is. The world is full of those examples throughout history where people accidentally, by mere chance or fate or luck, get where they are. But the point I'm making, many people would want us to believe they are successful because they have what it takes to be.
Sometimes it's just an accident.
Many times it's not.
Listen to what Odawa Eric said. Brother Manyora, I don't agree with you on this. I see Peter Kenneth, Gideon Moi, or maybe we will have our first female deputy president to deputize Raila Odinga. What do you think about PK from Mount Kenya?
PK is a good guy, but you see, he's among these colorless Mount Kenya politicians we have been given. They are there. They don't quite touch the Kikuyu voter somewhere. I'm telling you the truth. The Kikuyu voter, I know, always looks for somebody who is like some tough guy in a way, like Matiba. You get it?
Yeah.
The Kikuyu don't just see these people. They don't give them much chance.
But Uhuru was just like that. President Uhuru.
You see, those I'm saying some of the accidents. The Kikuyu got to realize Uhuru can be their leader by how much you saw him moving around Limuru and the rest during the tribal clashes. He stood for peace, but he also stood to protect the Kikuyus. They saw a leader in him. Yeah.
Okay, when we come back, we talk about the Jubilee Party, which currently the president seems not to be getting ahead of what is happening there. Some decisions are being made, some people are walking away from it. Let's look at the future of Jubilee Party next year. On re-energizing the Jubilee Party, Governor Anne Waiguru said this: "The Jubilee Party carries the dreams and aspirations of many Kenyans. It was built on the strengths of many. The party became what it was because of its diverse and broad support base." She went ahead to say how much the Jubilee Party is working on becoming great again, because right now it's being taken a little bit away by the hustler nation. Professor, what is the future of the Jubilee Party come 2022?
You know, these parties are used for people to get power. After which, you know, you can go to NAC 2002, then PNU, Kibaki re-election. Then Uhuru wants to run his KANU. He realizes KANU does not resonate with the people. People still hate KANU. What does he do? He comes with a cockerel, but in the form of a dove. The KANU colors are still there. Calls it TNA, the National Alliance. But you can see it is KANU, but it's a new one. Then he gets elected. Then for 2017, people are beginning to ask questions as to whether him and Ruto, after his term, Ruto will take over. So they need a much more binding thing. So URP and TNA fold and become Jubilee together with small froglets. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has done its purpose. There's nothing remaining.
So do you think the party will be in existence 2022?
It will not be in existence in the form in which it is.
Oh.
URP, Ruto has gone to UDA, there's no doubt. What remains of Jubilee will merge with, most like in some form, with KANU, with ODM and a few of these others, to come up with a coalition that will face UDA.
Oh, so it's more of a coalition that we'll see. We're just waiting for a new name. Has the president then failed to control his party? Do you think he has failed, though?
The president has not. The president doesn't need Jubilee, so why would he want to control it? It brought him to power, and that was the end of it.
But many would say that if you're the leader of a specific party, we should be able to see you taking action, especially on the guys that are going with the deputy president. Don't you think he should take stern action to them?
Sometimes you weigh things. Sometimes you think you are being tough and taking an action. It could boomerang on you. So the president is a little more too cautious, I think. But it's good sometimes to be cautious. Yeah, you can say you are. How if the president disciplined a number of these UDA people and they all walked out of parliament seeking re-election? It could get some kind of chaos in the country, financially, logistically for IEBC. And you see the president from where he sits is able to see the bigger picture.
Oh.
And then it is also a challenge on his presidency. If you have like 70, 80 people leaving parliament and being re-elected, what does that talk about you? It speaks volumes about your ability as a leader. There
are many people, though, who support Jubilee Party, voted for the president and the deputy through Jubilee Party. They'd like to see Jubilee continuing. The name actually is quite good. What would you say should happen for the Jubilee Party to stick together? People have been calling for the likes of Murathe and Tuju to be taken out of the party. What do you think should happen for the party to stay?
I have said before, the problem of Jubilee is bigger than Murathe and Tuju. Much bigger. In fact, it is not in the interest of Uhuru Kenyatta or Murathe or Tuju to have Jubilee strong in the manner people want. They are driving this thing towards some coalition with Raila and other people. So the way it is moving is the way they want it. So they don't expect them to do anything more than that. Because in any case, I do not see Jubilee as a party fielding a presidential candidate.
So you're seeing that Jubilee, as you said, will probably merge with the other guys, UDA be part
some
of
form of arrangement, not necessarily merger, not dissolution, but anything that brings them together to get the presidency in 2020.
So 2022, you're seeing Jubilee and ODM coming together?
Together, certainly. There's no doubt about it. In some way. Yeah, there's in some way.
Isn't that a coalition, a force to reckon with?
Of course. Of course, that's where they're heading. You will not beat that coalition.
What then should the UDA do?
UDA should just watch, because they will not. I've said this repeatedly, and people misunderstand me. I don't get Ruto. In fact, Ruto is my friend. I've said repeatedly, if he became president, he could make me minister. Look here, for Ruto, 2022 is gone. The 2022 is gone. You can't get it.
Is this what you were saying as we started, that this is just a different opinion and it's not, we should not take it to the bank?
Fine, I think in my thinking, from the day of the handshake, and in fact you must give Ruto credit, for him to be still around fighting all these giants, he's a man. But the truth is, according to me, and I could be wrong, I wish I was wrong in the interest of Ruto, that 2022 is, that one has been taken.
We'll come back.
It's like the man in the Bible who was told, this girl, this one, no. Work for another 7 years and take this other one.
Yeah.
So for Ruto, 2027, 2032. 2022 is gone.
When we come back, would you rather right now? Professor, picture these guys. Weses Wetangula, Anyang' Nyong'o. Who would you like to chauffeur you on your car?
I'll go with Anyang' Nyong'o.
Why Anyang'?
I have much more respect for his abilities than Wetangula is a good man, but I think you cannot compare Anyang' Nyong'o to Wetangula. I think Anyang' Nyong'o is in a higher class.
Would you rather see CS Magoha or Waititu to lead the opposition in this country?
Magoha is not a politician. Waititu is a politician, but the league in which he plays cannot offer a leader to opposition.
What do you think it takes for someone to become a leader of opposition?
Well, first of all, there are the numbers. You must command big numbers. I don't think Waititu would command numbers. Certainly not. And Magoha is not a politician. So.
You have two choices for Nairobi to get its governor back, Sonko or Kidero. Who would you like to see steering this county?
I think that's an awkward choice you are giving me. Sonko was at many. Kidero, people had a lot of expectations because we knew he was educated, he all these things, but he let us down. Sonko is a man with hands on. And, with all his theatrics, he's still able to do one or two things.
So you'd rather choose Sonko?
Maybe I'll be forced to choose Sonko.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to Understanding Politics. My name is Jadiel Kabiro, here with Professor Herman Manyora. If you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and do that? If you like the conversation that we have here, go ahead and share and click the notification panel, the notification bell, so that you can always get a notification once a new video comes up. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a lovely rest of your week.
Thank you, Doc.